Hi everyone, and welcome to my happy place. I've got my gorgeous Georgiana with me today. She is the Yael sculpt by Gudrun Legler, and she is the partial silicone version of this beautiful sculpt. I just love the worried look on this baby's face, and she always wants to suck her thumb when she comes on. Come on Georgie, come on sweetie. Because she's worried that you won't like her. I keep telling her you love her, but she's a worry. She's a worry wart, aren't you, sweetie? And she's holding on tightly to her bunny. I'm going to change her today for you into this little seaside dress, because I was talking about my ideal day out and talking about the seaside. And this is a little mayoral dress, and it's got 4 little brown buttons on it, little wooden buttons, and it's a crossover dress. It's a bit unusual, isn't it? It's got a cream background and lots of seaside beach huts and sailing boats, lighthouses, the usual things you see on these. And it's got a lovely collar with a red lace edging and little butterfly sleeves with red lace edging on it. Really cute. And it's got a pair of knickers to match with a red bow, and to match up with that I've got some cream socks, and they've got a white bow on them, and some little red shoes that have got a red bow. I thought that'd go really nice and have a little chat with you. So let me take her dummy clip off. I wanted to thank my dear friend Yael for doing my tag. I'm really grateful. And her answer to my tag was that her ideal day out is to go to the zoo, and her talking about that made me think of a couple of memories of the zoo, some funny things that happened to me when I went to the zoo. And I love how these tags kind of trigger things, trigger memories for you. I think that's just so nice, and I thought I'd share those with you today. So thank you so much, girl. Let's have Bunny, sweetie. You're all right. Everybody loves you. I'll just pop her bunny here, I think. There we go. I'll just take this little yellow and white dress off her. Yeah, a couple of funny things that happened to me at the zoo. I've got a real love of elephants, and my husband, when we were going out together, took me up to London for the day. He was always treating me to days out, which was really nice. And I think a part of that was the fact that really we couldn't hang around my house, you know what I mean? We wanted some time alone together. Hope you're seeing this little girl all right. And you know, as youngsters do, you want to be on your own, to have a kiss and a cuddle. Come on, sweetheart. There we go. Let's just take this off her. And one of the days out we had was in London, and we went to London Zoo. And we were looking at the elephants. As I said, I love elephants. And this one particular elephant broke wind. And it was so loud. I mean, really loud. And everybody who was watching the elephants burst out laughing. And the actual elephants that were in there with him, or her, I'm not sure what sex the elephant was, started trumpeting, you know, making a noise as if they were all kind of joyful that this elephant had blown off. So it was really funny, you know. And I'll never forget it, and it was just such a funny thing to happen, you know. Oh, the buttons don't actually do up, do they? Oh, yes, they do. There's just a little popper. And the other time something funny happened was after we were married and our eldest boy, Gary, was born. I think he was about 18 months. We were stationed out in Germany, and our next door neighbours had a car, and they said they were going to Munster Zoo for the day. And we thought that would be a really nice outing. I obviously wanted to go and see the elephants and giraffes and all that type of thing. Come on, sweetheart, let's put this on you. It's a bit different, isn't it, having one that opens at the front? There we go, sweetheart. And so we went with them for the day, and it was kind of autumn time, I think. Yeah, I think it was autumn time. Oh, this is going to be a bit awkward to get on, actually. Hold on a sec. Up you come, darling. Let me just... That's it. Let's just get it round a bit more. She needs a bit of a powder, actually. That's probably all the hot weather we've had. It has cooled down today. She's very shiny on her arm. I'll do that in a second. Anyway, we went to Munster Zoo, as I said, and we were walking round. And there was this whole section that was kind of cordoned off, that you weren't supposed to go in. And it was the ape house. And with our husbands being young men, and you know what they're like, you know, they won't take no for an answer. If they're told they can't go somewhere, they want to go, in every sense. Then they decided they were going to see what was behind this cordoned off area. So they did no more than got over there. Me and my friend Rose were stood there, you know, saying, oh my God, you know, what are they like? And they were looking, there was like a big tarpaulin up over these cages. And they lifted it up and were looking underneath, and they were killing themselves laughing. Absolutely bent over, you know. And they came back and they said, you know, you've really got to go and see this. So they looked after the children and helped us to get over. And we went over this barrier and lifted this tarpaulin to have a little look. Oh my goodness. It was indeed the ape house. And it was obviously mating time, because it was like an orgy in there. I am not kidding you. It was... Yes. I can see why they didn't want that on public view. Oh my goodness, yes. So, yeah, those are my two kind of funny memories of the zoo. I mean, we talked about that for weeks, and I'm sure they'd told all their friends at work, you know. But, oh my goodness. Oh, this is so cute on her. I don't know how I'm going to keep that down. I think that needs... Oh, there we go. Don't she look cute in that? Look at this. Isn't that gorgeous on her? So nice. Yeah, so my two funny experiences of going to the zoo. I hope you enjoyed them. My goodness. I remember there was like a little statue of a frog. Actually, I think the little socks I took off you might be better, darling. I think they're a deeper cream. Let me have a little look. There was like a little frog, statue, or an amphibian. I think it was a frog. And we sat Gary, our little boy, on it, and then a year later we went back to the zoo and we sat him on that same frog, and the difference in the size of him, I mean, the first time he was kind of just sitting on it, on the top of it. When we took him back, his long legs were touching the floor, you know. It's amazing how much they grow in a year. So yeah, but I do enjoy looking around a well-kept zoo, even though I do think that animals are better in the wild. But then I know a lot of zoos help to preserve the species, you know, because a lot of them get hunted into extinction. So I know there's a good reason for them as well. There we go. Oh, they're adorable on her. That's going to keep flicking up and annoy me, isn't it? I know what I'll do. I'll pop her dummy clip on it. That'll keep it down, won't it? I'll get hold of that. And I'll just pop a dummy clip on the edge. There we go. That hold it. Improvisation going on here. Right, let me get my powdering stuff. I did like the stuff that Holly was showing on her video that she got with the special silicone powder applicator, because you do end up losing a lot of this silicone powder, and it is very expensive. I don't use it that often, but they do need powdering every now and again, especially when, as we've had some really warm weather, you know, not as warm as a lot of you, I know. We're not kind of acclimatised to it here in the UK. I think we have to though, because the our weather is getting warmer and warmer, like a lot of other countries, because of global warming. There we go, sweetheart. Of course, she was reborn for me by my dear friend Alexandra Taylor Hughes. She's off on holidays soon, so I hope you have a good time, Alexandra, if you're watching. Well-deserved rest from all the baby making. There we go, sweetie. Just do under your chin. There we go. Yeah, that's better. Just take the shine off her. Put my little brush back, and I'll give her hair a brush. She's got beautiful ginger hair, and I love ginger hair. There's a lot of my nephews and nieces and my brothers and sisters who have ginger hair. You know, it's kind of a family trait. And I always wished that mine had been redder than it was. I did have a lot of auburn in my hair, but not ginger. And it's funny, you know, I wish I had. But there we go. There she is, my gorgeous Georgiana. She is the most adorable kit. Absolutely beautiful little girl. I just love her. So there she is. I'm going to give her her money back, because that's her comforter. And hopefully that'll stay down now for her. There we go. So I hope you enjoyed seeing her and listening to my funny stories about the So thanks again, Gail, and yeah, take care, everybody. And Georgiana's going to say, mwah, big kisses to all my sisters out there. We haven't done a twinning or a tripleting for a long time, so perhaps we can do that. Mwah. Love you, ladies and gentlemen. You're special.